Hello everyone and welcome back to Battlebox Batrep, where the Orkz of the Goldfangz are taking on the Tau of Task Force O'Reilly. And yeah, could be quite a fun one today. I'm looking forward to this just from a mission perspective. We've got, as you may have guessed, that is the deployment setup. We're back to old friend of the show, deploy servo skulls, where if you control an objective, then you can move it up to 6 inches at the end of your turn, which is a ton of fun because it means that the Tau are going to start with a massive points advantage, and the Orkz, who I firmly believe are in the dominant position here, are absolutely just going to have to storm the Tau position and try and take it back by running across fairly open ground. Both sides have gone for what scholars would call a refused flank, but this is basically just the Tau have set up over in one corner, and the Orkz want to get to them as close as possible. The Orkz also have death copters, which means they're going to be able to grab at least one of these objectives. And I are excited for this. It's going to be great. Let's see who's going first. Is it going to be the Orkz? Probably not. Or the Tau? The Tau are going first. So the Fire Warriors have moved up to take cover behind the barricade. The Ethereal has moved up behind them to get them in the defensive bubble. The Stealth Squad and the Ghost Keel have both moved up to get within 12 inches of the Death Dread. And honestly, they are just trying to be a speed bump for a turn, which is dark, but it's for the greater good. Everything will be fine. The Stealth Suits are going to go first. The Fusion Blaster is going to go into the Death Dread. Everything else, the two burst cannons are going to go into the boys with the rocket launchers. They are also going to be the spotter unit for the Ghost Kill, to give the Ghost Kill plus on ballistic skill. So, Fusion Blaster first, needs 4s to hit. Yay! Needs 4s to wound. Yay! It make a save. No, does D6 damage. Does 4 wounds. Okay, I believe that means it's down to 5. Cool. Good first shot. And now 8 shots from the burst cannons into the boys, needing 4s to hit. Ooh, dear, needing 4s to wound. Their strength 5, toughness 5. Holy God. They get 5 up saves, because boys have got much better armor now than they used to. That is 3 dead boys. It's just going to be all 3 of the shooter boys. Boom. So next up, the Ghost Killer is going to overcharge with the Ion Blaster and use the Fusion Blasters. Everything going into the Death Dread. Let's see if we can kill it on turn 1. That is a hit with the Fusion Blaster, 4s to wound. Wounds, got a 6 up save still. No, D6 wounds. 3, it's down to 1. Okay, the Cyclic Ion Blaster has 6 shots, but only one of these needs to get through. Oh dear. Oh wow, this is much nastier than normal. Okay, needs 3s to hit because of things. Oh my God. It's strength 8, so it needs 5s to wound. 1 wound. The Death Dread has a 4 up save, so it's a 50-50 shot, or it dies. Ooh, it does survive. Oof. Oof. Okay, I'm going to check the ranges, but the Fire Warriors there might put. I think they're going to put the pulse carbines will not be in range, but the pulse rifles might be in range to plink off one or two more dudes from this unit. Putting them into the Death Dread doesn't feel worth it. Actually, I think they might. I think I'm going to put. It needs one more wound, so one lucky shot. From the pulse rifles and the Fireblade would actually do very well right now. So yeah, I'm going to see if they're in range, take some shots there. Right, you know, with the Fireblades +1 attack as well, that is still 10 shots with the pulse rifles. So yeah, it's 4s to hit. That's not brilliant. Actually, it's exactly half, so that's exactly the statistically average. 5s to wound. That's not statistically average. Oh my god. It's got 2 up saves. It needs to make one of these or it's dead. The Fire Warriors do take it out. On a 6, it explodes. No. Okay, yeah, the Death Dread has been taken down. I believe, yeah, it's the first time the Death Dread's been taken out. Go Tau, I guess. That's actually quite impressive. End of the turn, I'm going to move the objectives, but the Orkz are looking a little bit more anemic than they used to be. Oh my god, it's only a few boys, and the boys always die really quickly. Cool. Just as a quick little bit of housekeeping, the objectives have all moved slightly closer. It's going to take another turn for that objective to get to the Fire Warriors. Those ones have grabbed it, and I completely forgot about how slowly the objectives are going to move when the Ethereal moved them over there, but it'll do. It will do. Now it's on to Orc turn 1. Okay, for the boys, it would frankly be greenskin malpractice to not declare a war, so they have done that. And the war boss and the boys have run up. These boys have walked up because, quite honestly, the fact these guys have stealth doesn't really bother them, because needing 6s to hit is basically the same as needing 5s to hit. The Ghost Kill is going to try overwatching into the war boss, starting with the Fusion Blaster, and again overcharging the Ion Blaster for nothing. Also, that is 2 overcharged shots, so just quickly, one of them has caused D3 wounds, but it's taken 1 wound, which is going to make it slightly easier for the war boss to charge it and kill it, I guess. Okay, the Slugger boys, Slugger and Shooter boys get a whole bucket of shots, needing 6s. That is 1, no 2, that's 2 hits. Never ever dismiss the bucket. Need 4s to wound, 1 wound, 4 up save. It's fine. It's okay, we don't really want to kill any of these with shooting anyway, it's just as a precaution. 5 shots from the big shooter gets us precisely nothing. That would have been a great shot if it wasn't for the stealth field, but here we are. Okay, it is charging phase, so the Tau are going to use laser mark targets, the one that gives them a second overwatch. I'm going to do it first because it does give -2 to the charge roll. So yeah, Fusion Blaster. Oh, if that had hit, that would have been hilarious. I wouldn't even be mad. Okay, that is absolutely nothing. That is no hits at all. Okay, is the war boss in? Would you look at that? The war boss is in. I'm so glad. I keep setting these things up in a kind of, God, it'd be great if I got to fight on the gantry while everything else is underneath. I finally got it, and it's by two models that are way too big to fit on the like these are wooden beams. They would snap under the weight of these two dudes. Over here, that is, even with the -2, that is an 8-inch charge. That is absolutely in. I'm not going to charge with them, mainly because I want to keep them vaguely in cover for now. They will pop out next turn. These are the Morkers, these are the Gorkas. Let's move the Gorkas in. Okay, they've got in. This is a full mob of 10 boys on a charge, on the war. Okay, the knob first needs 3s to hit. It's only 2 hits. 2s to kill, 2s to wound. Only 1 wound, oof. And it is only -1 AP as well. So that is 4 up saves. No, 1 is very dead, and you know what? I think it's going to have to be the Fusion Blaster. Partially because it's not useful anymore, and partially because, I mean, the knob is right in combat with them. Okay, as a joker, because it's the next largest number of attacks, the regular combat weapons from the shooters and big shooter also need 3s. Like they are very, very interested in murdering everything. Need 4s to wound. Okay, that is 4 up saves. He pulled down another one, and yeah, the last one's on 1 wound. Oh, that one's he's already lying down. Which leaves us to the main event, the hilarious bit, the bucket o' dice that is, yeah, all of the chopper boys needing 3s to hit. See, everything else in the Ork army is kind of sure. It's there, but sure. Needs 3s to wound. Their strength 5 under war. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it needs to make this many 4-up saves, or the entire unit's been wiped. Would you look at that? The last stealth suit has gone. Yeah, they are now going to, I think they're going to consolidate towards the objective, because it's still going to take them right towards the fire warriors, and then we can get on to this one. Okay, the war boss gets 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Okay, it is strength 13, so it's 3s to wound. Yep, got 4 up saves. Yeah, it flat out just takes 4 damage from that. Not enough to kill it, but also not enough to make it particularly happy. In response, in one of the funnier things that a Ghost Kill can do, it can fight in melee. So that is 3 attacks hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on 4s is strength 6. No. Weirdly, no. Yeah, the tower position is not looking quite as good as it was about 30 seconds ago. The stealth suits have been wiped. The ghost kill can fall back and still shoot, so it's not like it's completely vulnerable now. But on the other hand, falling back and shooting will absolutely not help it. Because it's just going to get charged again by a lot more dudes. So, yeah, this is fun. This is going to be great fun. And the Fire Warriors, are actually going to probably do a lot of hurt on that unit of boys, but there's just another unit of boys right there. And if they get into melee, they can't run away. So, time for Tau turn 2. So the defensive position is looking a bit more tenuous. The Ghost Gill has fled out of combat and is going to shoot first. It's going to spot for the Fire Warriors into the boys to try and wipe them, and is going to fire everything into the War Boss, because if it can take out the War Boss, it will be safer than it was about a minute ago. So Fusion Blaster first, needing 4s. It hits. Needing 3s to wound. It wounds. Okay, takes it down to a got 5 up invulnerable save because of War. Thanks off. Oh no! It's also overcharging the Ion Blaster again. For 1 hit. Oh no. Needs 3s to wound. No! Oh my god. And does it overheat? It does not. But I don't think it's gonna help it. Oh no. Oh, this is unpleasant. This is actually quite brutal. I don't know whether I was expecting it to kill the Knob, because the Knob gets feel no pain afterwards. So even on a huge amount of dice, the Shiv, like, he's incredibly tough, has great saves, and is generally really good. But I was not expecting that. That was just brutally unpleasant. And now it's time for me to grab the bucket for the towel. Oh, look upon the works, ye mighty and despair. That is 30 shots from the Fire Warriors, needing 3s to hit because of spotting. Oh, that's how you play Tau. Right. Okay, now needs 4 to wounds because boy is a toughness 5. Ah. There you go. Cool. 4s to wound. Oh my god, this is quite hard to watch, but on the other hand, the Tau have had the crap kicked out of them so much that I kind of think they earned it. These are 5 up invulnerable saves. Removing all the 5s or more. That's actually pretty good. All that shooting for 5 dead orcs. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take the big shooter and that one. Okay. Now I've got the missile pod. Missile pod is not as good. It does get 3 shots though. 3 shots hitting on, I guess, 4s. Wounding on 4s. 5 up save. No, I'm going to kill the one that's out of coherency. And the actual Fireblade's gun itself gets 2 hits. I think it's got 3+. Where's my sheet of paper? Yeah, it needs 2. Needs 2, so that's 2 hits. 4s to wound, 1 wound. As a 5 up save still. Yeah. So those orcs just took 36 shots to the face and only just lost half their unit. The Tau aren't going to charge for what it's worth. The Tau aren't insane, but the orcs are doing business. The orcs are. I really like this combat patrol, and I'm really sad it got replaced with the Beast Snagger one. And you know what? It's very good. So yeah, it's on to Orc turn 2, where they are going to start doing horrible things. Zog me, it's beautiful. The boys are all running in. I don't think the boys down there are actually going to do much against the Ghost Kill, but you never know. Those 4 Slugger boys are going to rush in and try and take on the Fire Warriors. And the 3 Death Copters have come down as well. And yeah, I am going to... Firstly, okay, one thing I do want to point out is I have just noticed I've read this. I've played this multiple times. I've read this card multiple times. Deploy servo skulls is you want to get into towards your opponent's battlefield edge, not your own. And I have absolutely misread that every single time. So I'm going to keep playing it like this for now, but in future, yes, you've got to try and get them to your opponent's battlefield edge, not your own. And yes, I am absolutely siding with the Orkz on this. My opponent are the Tau. Yeah. Okay, cool. On that note, the Ghost Kill is going to overwatch into the boys. They're going to need Fusion Blaster. They're not going to overcharge the Ion Blaster. That Fusion Blaster misses the the Ion Raker does get 3 shots. So much I even remember. I think it's called the Ion Raker, not the Ion Blaster. Needs 3s to wound. 3 wounds. They have 6 up saves. It's -1 AP. That is 3 dead. Ooh, who's going to die? Who dies from this unit of Slugger Boys? I think it's going to be the rocket launcher and 2 of the Slugger Boys from the back. Because honestly, as funny as it would be, I don't think the rocket launcher is even going to hit. It gets like D3 shots. And they're more likely to deal with that. I'd rather get just more attacks in combat, honestly. On that note, the rocket launchers into the Ghost Kill, 2d3 shots. That is 5 shots. Hitting on 6s because of stealth. No. 3 shots from the custom Mega Blaster. 1 hit. Needs 3s to wound. Wounds. What? That's a roll save. That is 5. Oh, now I need to check see if it's -3 or -4. How dare you, dice? -2. Okay, so yeah, it saves. Cool. Let's do some charging. And do you know what? This is going to be the last command point, but I think it might save the Fire Warriors' lives. They are going to pump every single shot they have into laser marked targets onto those 4 boys. And this is not to this isn't to slow them down. It's just because it'll end up being 36 rounds into them. I'm going to have to put up. I've got the dice here. I can't pick them up with one hand. So yeah, I'm going to pick these up and get back to you. That is 33 shots. I'm doing the turret at the same time. The only difference between the turret and the rest of the Borer ballistic skill, but they all need 6s to hit. So it's at 4. Oh my god, that's actually. Oh no, I think it's 5. 5 hits. 5 hits from. Oh no, there's a little bit more there. Oh no, 5s don't hit. 6s hit. Sorry, I'm sorry, he's playing Orkz. 5 hits from 33 shots. Just below average, actually. 4s to wound. Again, just below average. 5 up saves. 1 more dies. We get to be this dude. And then 3 shots from the Fireblade. 1 hit. 4s to wound. 6 up save. Yeah, okay, blinks off. Okay. Right. They're going to charge in. They're going to make it. The boys over there are going to charge the Ghost Kill, and they are going to make it. The War Boss is going to charge the Ghost Kill, and it's, I think, within 6 inches. Actually, I might have to check that. But everything else is definitely in range. So, yeah, cool. Let's pile everything in. Okay, I put the Ghost Kill's wounds there, just so for ease of changing. Everything is in. That was within 6 inches. So, yeah, the Tau do not have enough command points to retaliate. So, let's start with the boss. Boss gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, all hit, wounding on 3s, all wound, saving on 4s. That is 3 saved, so it's down to 5 wounds. The boys are now, it's their turn, starting with the knob with Power Claw, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. No. Do you know what? I've got a things. I'm gonna, yeah, command point that. Saving on 4s. It fails the save, so that is 2 wounds from that. Down to 3, which means we have the mighty 3 Slugger Boys, which is gonna be a whole 9 attacks, which sounds stupid, but there is one thing. There's a very nice quality about quantity. I completely stacked that sentence. So yeah, that is a lot of hits. 7 hits, 6s to wound, 1. That is 3 up saves. No, okay, it's not dead, but it is down to 2 wounds. Oh my god! I believe that takes it down to damage, so it's at -1 to hit now, which is just oof. Over on the other side, we have 2 Slugger Boys, so that is 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Yep. Wounding on 3s. Yep. The Ethereal gives them 3 up saves, +1 from the Defender Protocol, I think it's called. The Force Field. So, but yeah, so they're wounding on 3s. And then 4 up saves. 3 die to Slugger Boys. And the Big Chopper hits twice, wounding on 2s. Yup, saves on 4s. So that is 4 dead Fire Warriors over there. It's been a pretty good turn for the Orkz, if we're being entirely honest. I guess it's time for the Tau to flail wildly back. Wait. Tau also get 5 up, feel no pain from the protector thing. 1 comes back, and the Big Chop does 2 wounds. Yeah, 1 comes back. Okay, so they only killed 3. That's 1 each. And the Tau do get an extra attack back, which I'm sure will help them. First up, the Ghost Kill is going to try kicking the boys to death. Needs 6s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1 wound. They've got a 5 up save. Yeah, okay, no, they are fine. Now it's time for, let's charitably call it, the main event. Okay, the Fire Warriors are in melee, so their charitably referred to weapon skill is 5+. 3 hits, fair enough. 5s to wound. Bugger all. The Fireblade also gets 3 attacks, hitting on the Princely 4. 2 hits. Also 5s to wound. 1 wound. It's got a wound. I'll give them that. 5 up save. No, done nothing. Okay, it's time for the Tau's turn, and I'm going to be real. Things are looking pretty grim for them. I don't even know if it's worth tracking victory points now. Right, even if we flipped it and we had to get the markers to the other, to the side they're meant to go to, I think the Hooks have got this anyway. I think I'm going to just ignore the markers, let the Tau have a turn. I've got a feeling they're going to get wiped on their own turn, even if the if the Ghost Kill jumps away, the Death Copters are going to overwatch it. If they jump, or if the Fire Warriors jump away, nothing good is going to come of it. Do you know what? I don't think the Tau have a hope in hell. Like the Tau have only actually lost 5 models, but each of those models is like just like now. Do you know what? I'm going to give the Orkz another turn. The Tau another turn, just to see, because like the Tau could pull this back, but if the Orkz kill the Ghost Kill on Overwatch, it's all over. The Fire Warriors are screwed. Okay, the Ghost Kill has fallen back to shoot, and the Death Copters are going to open up, getting 5 shots with the rockets, hitting 6s to hit. Oh no! They need 3s to wound. Fails to wound. Ooh. 3 shots from the custom Mega Blaster. 1 hit. 3s to wound. 4 up save. On a 2 or more, it dies. Yep. Does it explode? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't think, like, now it's even sadder because the Ghost Kill I'm going to remove. The Fire Warriors have a stratagem. They can fire their guns like the Fire Warriors can kill the that unit. It's just that will leave them with a grand total of 1 command point to overwatch one of these units. Any of them, because this lot can all move in as well. And they're going to get wiped next turn. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this. Yeah, like even with giving the Tau all the advantages in the world, like stacking them up, giving them big open sight lines to deployment zones. I could have left the Orkz over here; they still would have been there in about turn 2. Yeah. The Orkz have won this. I'm not going to prolong the inevitable. I'm going to go through to the debrief. So yeah, basically, I am absolutely coming to the conclusion now that Kill Team really does favour fast, brutal melee plays. Like, even I could have turned this game into a parking lot with absolutely no terrain whatsoever, and the Tau just did not put up enough firepower. I even used the spotters rule correctly, which I think might be a first for me. But yeah, just the Orkz are fast. They are incredibly brutal. They're incredibly powerful in melee, and yeah, they are not to be trifled with. I'm still feeling bad for the Tau. Like at the time of recording this, the new Tau Combat Patrol has been actually I think it's releasing this week. So, and the new Tau Combat Patrol actually does look pretty good. Battlesuit Commander, Breachers, Pathfinders, and a Devilfish, which is a lot faster. It's a lot more suited to just getting in people's grill in a way that the Fire Warriors aren't. I might check it out. I discovered recently all the new combat patrols are all on the app, so you can still find them, which is quite cool. The problem is I can't use the app and play at the same time. But yeah, it's the first time that I've looked at one of the new combat patrols and gone, you know what, that is just a flat improvement. Which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. We'll see. I might swap Task Force O'Reilly over so we don't have to send an ethereal to die every single game they're in. Let me know in the comments, actually. Let me know. What do you think? Should I stick with the same one, swap over? Yeah, I genuinely don't know. I feel bad for the Tau. I don't think they even have the worst lose rate. They actually know they do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was just thinking the guard. No, the guard are actually much better. Um, just yeah, this is meant to be about the Orkz. I'm meant to be learning about the Orkz. I know how the Orkz play. You run the Orkz in, you smash face with them, and you have a great laugh. It's brilliant. It's how Orkz should be played, and I'm very very glad I got this box again instead of the new one because the Beast Snagger one, I actually have all the bits for it. I could have run it, and I still went out and bought this one because I mean, just look at this dude. He's so cool. And you know, the Beast Snagger boss is all right. I've got painted up like goths. They're a more boring color scheme as well. Just in general, yeah, no. Orcs are great. Combat Patrol really requires fast moving melee. I'm still absolutely pumped up for the upcoming Orcs versus Sisters. That's going to be an absolute joy. Also, been seeing more stuff about Age of Sigmar Spearhead, which looks like a ton of fun. Age of Sigmar, I might let me know in the comments if you want to hear my thoughts about Age of Sigmar Spearhead before it comes out, because I am ramping up to play it. I've got my first Spearhead detachment painted up. You will find out what it is when it comes. Ooh. Yeah. Until then, until next week. Next week is Necrons, which could be quite a fun one because Necrons are way nastier in melee than I keep giving them credit for. Yeah. Orcs win. Wah. Have a great night. Bye.